Wausau East is going to state for the first time since 2007.
Starting off with you, Coach. First off, can you share your feelings the moment the buzzer sounded and you were sectional champions heading to state?
There were a lot of things running through my mind at that time. Mainly the day I took the job, was during COVID, and I thought about all the work that I was going to have to do to get to this point, to get to that point. And it took 5 years, but it felt like it took forever. 5 years is not a long time, but it felt like it took forever. I was just grateful. I was grateful for the fact that we won. I was grateful for the fact that the support that we had in the stands. I was just grateful. So I would say that would be the word that I would describe it as.
Tell us a little bit about your guys, your team. What about their character, their work ethic helped get you to this point?
Yeah, Jaden, Jesse, and Charlie are always working. Sometimes too much. Sometimes I have to say, you need to take a break, or no, I'm not going to open the gym. Or no, you shouldn't go to the Y, because you should probably take a break or maybe play some video games. These guys are just determined to get to where we're getting to. They're always playing. They're always trying to get in the gym, and they're just hungry. They're hungry to get better, and I think that's something that drove us and drove others as well, to be better. So I think when you have good examples like Jaden, Jesse, and Charlie, who are always at the Y working or always at East working, it's easy for those younger guys to follow them.
Next question is for Jesse. You've had some ups and downs this season, from scoring your 1,000th point to missing a number of games towards the end of the regular season. How does it feel to ultimately end up, going to state after a long year of some ups and downs?
Yeah, it's been a unique season to say the least, from, starting off really strong, having a 12-2 record, and then everything changed when I had mono. But as soon as I came back, I knew my teammates had my back, and, just put our nose down and grinded and got us to where we are now.
Next question for Coach. You had a tough stretch towards that late part of the year, as I was alluding to. How did that part test you guys for playoffs, and how to help you just prepare you guys for what would be a tough road?
Honestly, I think it helped me more than it helped the kids. It helped me have to trust the guys a little bit more. Maybe there was a time in there when Jesse was there where I didn't necessarily have to trust a Miles Casey, or I didn't have to trust a Jed Van der Sanden, or I didn't have to trust a Davis Winter or a Robbie Anjuli. And when Jesse got hurt, I had to trust those guys. I had to trust them to put him in certain moments, and maybe that I wouldn't have put him in if Jesse was there. So I think that's only helped us on our run, because each of those guys have had a moment in this playoff run. I'm not happy Jesse got sick. Don't get me wrong, but I think in the end, it was a positive for us.
So during your playoff run, you kind of had a tale of two kinds of games. You had your big win over Menominee and West Salem. Then you had your nail biters against New Richmond and Merrill. Tell us about the latter side, how stressful it was, those games, especially the New Richmond game with game tying 3 for overtime. Just tell us your thoughts on those games.
Coaching is stressful. Just by the way, Dan, it doesn't matter if it's close or if it's 40 points, you're still stressing out. I think for these guys are so used to playing like AAU that they're used to just playing the next day or playing the next game. They don't really need to prepare. They just go play. And I really feel like the 2 games where we struggled in the playoffs, we had a ton of time to prepare, and maybe we were a little bit over prepared. Maybe as a coach, maybe I over prepared the team, and we were doing too much thinking instead of playing. And when you kind of have only one day, or you have to do it the next day, you don't have a ton of time to think, or a ton of time to think about all of the other things that could happen. So I think that they were more relaxed in those championship games.
Next question here is for Jaden. Tell us about how special it is to make state your senior year, and it's been a bumpy road for you too, with school you're planning on going to shutting down, and just how does that make it even more special this time with your teammates and getting to go to state?
Yeah, it's amazing. I think it puts a lot more eyes on me. I feel like just to kind of see it, what kind of which school I can go to in a sense. But just kind of doing this with my group of guys, with Jesse and Charlie, and just Davis and Jed, and my entire senior class. It's a great feeling. I mean, I feel like I speak for all of us when I say we kind of had this on our goal sheets in the beginning of the season. So to finally say that we're doing it and we're going to the Kohl Center, it's just an amazing feeling, and to do it with my friends that I've known for a long time, it's really, really special.
And what is it like to share this moment with your coach, being your dad, and what is that bond like for you guys?
Yeah, I think we talked about it like before the season, and just us kind of talking to each other, saying we can do it, and I want to do this with you, and I want to do this. I want to have fun with you during the season. So, I mean, again, just to do it with my dad.
And now the coach, same question for you, but opposite. What's it like to coach your son and you guys getting to go to state together?
Yeah, I feel like you should ask me the question first, because now he's got me all sad. It's special, Dan. There's no other way around it. It's special, and Jaden's my best friend, and I think it's cool that I get to be around him every day, and I get to see his growth. I got to see his growth, from a front row seat. And lots of parents don't get to do that. So very special, and I'm sure at some point this weekend, him and I will share a hug, and we'll share some words about how special it was to do what we're doing.
Next question for you, Coach. You're preparing for Wauwatosa West. What have you been doing to prepare for that team? Different part of the state. You don't travel too much to play, and just what did you prepare for this week?
Yeah, well, they got some dynamic players. They got 3 players who are averaging almost 20 points a game. So we're going to have to be on our toes there. And they're talented. And I think all 3 of those guys have Division I offers as well. So they're a talented team. But, I think we are as well. And I think that, the fact that we have guys, we can spread it out. And it doesn't matter, if it's Jesse one night or if it's Jaden one night or if it's Charlie one night. I think that is a recipe for success for us. So we've just been doing the things that we feel that can help us be successful, thus far this week, and not necessarily, focusing on Wauwatosa West. Once we get down there and we have a practice tomorrow night, we'll kind of, focus in on exactly what we want to do. We've talked about it a little bit, but we'll focus in exactly on what we're going to do, and we'll be ready to go on Friday.
Next question for Jesse. What has this week been like for you and your team? I think I saw that you guys went to a couple schools, and just what's this week been preparing and just embracing the community as well?
Yeah, for sure. The support from the community it's outrageous. I mean, we went to 2 or 4 different schools in the last 2 days just to hang out with the kids, and the way they look up to us is just incredible. And we've gotten just support from around the community, no matter if it's, our parents or just like people we see at Quick Trip. So, I mean, just the experience we've had so far this week it's incredible.
And how does it feel to represent Wausau East at state? I think I saw 2007 was the last appearance, and I was wondering if you and Jaden were even alive yet.
I was born in 2006, so yes, I was.
Okay. Oh, well, how does it feel to represent your school for a school that hasn't been there for a long time?
Yeah, I mean, it's a great feeling. I think we've been shadowed for a long time as, having weak programs in sports. So just having that ability to, make a state run this year and strengthen our program for the upcoming years it's great.
And same question for you, Jaden. How does it feel to represent for a school that hasn't gone for a long time?
Kind of like Jesse said, we've been through the gutter. I think we've gotten punched in the mouth quite a few times. So to finally kind of be on top a little bit is just an amazing feeling, and the amount of support we have within our community is great. I mean, we go to schools and elementary schools and middle schools and stuff like that, and I'm signing kids' foreheads, and yeah, I don't know, I've never done that before, but yeah. So again, just the community we have.
Listen live Friday afternoon as Wausau East takes on Wauwatosa West in a Division II state semifinal right here on Zaleski Sports.